Welcome back, everybody. This is Random
Thoughts.
THS.
OT.
That is how you spell thoughts, right?
That's evidently how you get them too.
All right, wonderful. So, we got some pretty good stuff in store for you today. Want to go ahead and get it kicked off?
Well, I can't take a drink, yeah. We're going to be talking about the NBA news that happened. Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell are cleared of the coronavirus. So, I guess, that tells us good times are ahead, right?
Yeah, because, if people are going through the whole process and now they're finally starting to get healthy again, I think this could potentially bode well. I still don't know how long it's going to be until, the leagues are fully in effect. But it's always good that people are getting healthy. Luckily we haven't, lost anybody or something.
Exactly. Hopefully they get to play in the playoffs again. In other news, the NFL, Cam Newton is a free agent for the first time in his career.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
I'm really excited because there's one team I think he's going to go to, and it's the New England Patriots.
Jesus.
I definitely think that the Patriots are going to go sign him. They obviously have a little bit more money now. They also just lost Tom Brady, their best quarterback of all time, and they have a pretty big hole to fill right there. And Cam Newton has been on winning teams before, so I could definitely see them going out and trying to make a move to grab him.
Yeah, I think that any team that grabs him, they're actually going to be the winning team because he's not a bad quarterback.
Exactly.
Never has been a bad quarterback. I think teams are just trying to pass up on him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, he did hold a workout recently, and I think the Patriots were in attendance. There's probably a bunch of teams.
He still looks good.
Yeah, I'm excited to see wherever he lands because that's going to change up the whole division wherever he goes.
It's going to change up a lot of things. Yeah, that's awesome.
So the next thing that we have, we're going to be doing a cool project. It is going to be a championship bracket that is going to showcase the greatest teams of all time. Now, here's what we did. We took 4 teams from all 4 major sports leagues in North America. So we have
MLB, NBA, NFL, and NHL.
Yes. So we kind of used our discretion here. We found the 4 best teams of all time.
Numbers and stats wise. That's what we have to say.
Yeah, we do take the championships into account as well, but we do have teams in there that did lose.
Yes.
And that's just going to have to be something that affects whoever they're going up against, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and put it up for you right here. Right now you're looking at the bracket. We have some really good matchups. One of my favorite matchups, they can't see us.
I'm not touching the bracket.
No, the bracket's actually in front of us, Ibrahim. We're basically behind a curtain right now.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'll show it to you. Yeah, I'll show you how to do that. Anyway, so you probably noticed that there's some pretty good matchups here. The one that we're going to be talking about is at the very top. It's going to be the 2013 Blackhawks versus the 1961 Yankees. So these teams are stacked, and I just want to talk about how the 2013 Blackhawks team is. It is not an old team. This was less than 10 years ago, which probably makes it a little bit controversial.
Yeah.
But I feel like this team, if you just look at the roster, a lot of these people are still in the league, and at the time were in their prime or were young and getting better.
Imagine.
And this season was cut short because of a lockout, so they didn't even get to play the full season. But they had an amazing point streak throughout the year. They had Patrick Kane, Jonathan Taves, Marian Hossa, Johnny Oduya on defense, Corey Crawford as the goalie, which is probably the biggest deal to me. He's a fantastic goalie. This was him in his prime. And then you have the 1961 Yankees.
So the 1961 Yankees, I believe, that had who in it?
It had 4 Hall of Famers. It had 8 All-Stars. And it had
Derek Jeter, right?
No, this was 1961. Derek Jeter was later.
Oh my.
Yeah, he was in the 90s. He don't watch baseball. He watches basketball and other things. All right. So this one had Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris, and they're 2 Hall of Famers. And this was a season where they were both in a home run chase.
Oh my gosh.
The whole season. And Roger Maris actually ended up beating Babe Ruth's record at 61. Both of these teams ended up going on to win championships.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if you had to pick one, man.
Well, the Yankees went 109-53. In baseball, if you win 100 games, man, you're a stacked team.
You're the team.
Yeah.
You are the team.
I mean, that's like winning, I guess 60 games.
70 games.
70? You think the equivalent?
How much games are in baseball?
There's twice as many in baseball.
Okay, so
It's 162.
Okay, so that's virtually like almost winning 60 games. Yeah, you're right. About 60 games. So, I mean, in the NBA, that's a lot of teams actually.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
But a lot of those teams don't win.
Well, I think
championship. That's crazy.
I definitely think this is going to be something that comes up later on, because how do you measure the win-loss record over different sports? Because I feel like, in basketball, it's a lot more one-on-one, smaller teams.
Mm-hmm.
So, those people on the roster see each other a lot more maybe than, say, a baseball team. No, baseball teams.
We're going to take all that into account. We'll take all that into account, man. But right now we're just going off of the numbers. So finish the numbers.
Yeah, the Yankees 109-53, dominant season. They won the World Series in 5 games. Their starting pitcher Whitey Ford threw for 283 innings, which is nuts. Normally 200 innings is that's what you normally get out of a starting pitcher. He threw almost 300 innings this year. So just for this simple reason that these 4 Hall of Famers that are on this team are just far and away
and they're just
some of the best ever.
Yeah.
Especially Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Whitey Ford. I got to give it to the Yankees. I got to say, I'm going to give it to the Yankees this week.
Yeah. So the Yankees move on.
Yeah, so we're going to put the Yankees, we're going to move them up in the bracket. And, we'll see whatever we tackle next week. We're going to do the next one down. It's not in front of me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let you remember that one, all right? Don't worry, I'll have it right next week.
Now we're going to talk about one rule you would implement if you were a commissioner or a general whatever in any sport.
If I could add
one
rule, I'm going to say I would take away all these celebration rules that we have in the NFL.
Man, that's not fair.
I feel like it isn't fair to the athletes at all, man. Because, you go out and you put your body on the line, especially in the NFL. You're putting your body on the line.
They get, clothesline and stuff. Well,
yeah.
They took that away, but they used to get clothesline.
No, seriously, yeah. There were players who used to die on the field in football. Football used to be just murder.
The NFL is probably going to contact us and tell us.
Yeah, they're going to strike our video now because we're talking bad about the NFL. But yeah, I would take away a lot of these celebration rules, man. It's sad whenever you see a player get penalized, literally fined tens of thousands of dollars.
Just for having fun, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah,
that's not fair. That's not
how are you gonna get that's tens of thousands of dollars? It's taking away their livelihood. That's just, it's not cool to me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're gonna have beer commercials. Who are you to be telling these players what they should be doing? Yeah, no. Pointless. I don't like that. What's yours?
Celebrations, but in basketball, because I think those players should be able to do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do backflip on the floor if you make a 3. I want to see that. You're hype. I'm hype. The crowd's hype. If you perform a backflip,
if someone does a backflip after draining a 3,
it's going to be incredible, bro.
That would be an unforgettable moment.
So I think
history.
they should let them celebrate how they want to. First of all, because they're bringing in so much money for you, and you know how hard these players work.
Yeah, you literally wouldn't have a league without them.
These players work so hard. Some of them can shoot half-court shots without jumping. This is easy to them, some of them can jump over people and dunk. I want to see him. I want to see the player be able to run around, wave his jersey in the air almost.
Maybe not take your clothes off.
Yeah, maybe not take your clothes off.
That one maybe is a finable offense.
Do something yo, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy. Don't fine them.
Exactly, because when you look at it, it is a game. And the games are meant to be fun for those involved.
Yes.
And sports are an amazing thing because it involves everybody, whether you're a fan or whether you're an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it's a game. Everyone there is supposed to enjoy it. And how are you making the game more enjoyable? By taking away the expression of those that are doing it.
Every other couple of minutes, excessive, too much celebration. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, like what's the point?
Why are you penalizing him for being too happy? What?
Notice how none of the referees that do that call have ever scored a touchdown.
Exactly.
They don't know what it feels like.
They don't know what to score that touchdown at the end of the game.
Yeah.
You throw your helmet off of the field, but you want to find somebody?
Now that was an awesome moment, but they find him.
They find him later on, dude. That's not cool, man. That's not cool.
No, I definitely don't like that.
Yeah.
That just about wraps it up, you guys. Definitely drop some comments for us if you have any comments about the bracket, the teams that you think are going to win, because I know we have some really good matchups in there.
Tell us what teams you think that you would have put in the bracket. Tell us if we put a team that was supposed to be there, because we had a lot of choices, the Warriors, just a lot of teams, and LeBron James, of course, and some of his teams, and, the Spurs. But you guys just drop a comment down there, and we'll definitely put it into consideration. Hopefully we might change the bracket, hopefully not.
We're not changing the bracket. We're right and you're wrong.
Well, I'm Ibrahim Makogo.
And I'm Damon Horton.
See ya.